We are going to measure the scattering matrix of different type of T junctions. So these are the different type of T junctions. This one is H plane T, this one is E plane T, and this is the hybrid T or magic T. These are collinear arms. These two are collinear arms. If this one is port 1, this one is 2, this one will be port 3. This is the H arm or magnetic arm. For E plane T, this one is port 1, then this one will be port 2, and this port will be port 3, this port. And this particular port is the electric port. Okay. Now combination of these two gives this one, right? So if this one is port 1, this is collinear arm, this one is port 1, this one is 2, then this port will be port 3 and this port will be, this one will be port 4. So these are collinear ports, collinear arms. This one is H arm and this one is E arm or electric arm. So we have to measure the scattering matrix for this kind of T junctions. Now to measure this scattering matrix, you know the definitions of this scattering matrix. We are more interested on to how to measure this parameters. So for that we have to use this type of table. For E plane T and H plane T we have this table, and for magic T we have this table. Now if we use one port as input, say this one port as input, the other ports will be the output port, right? So port 1, port 2, port 3. So first consider port 1 as input port, then port 2 and 3 will be the output port. Now to measure this thing, we have to measure in two different ways, right? The diagonal elements of the magic of the scattering matrix is the reflection coefficient, right? So to measure the reflection coefficient, we have to measure the VSWR for three different ports. So this is one set of measurement, and to measure the non-diagonal elements, we have to take the ratio of the input and outputs, etc. Right? So we have two sets of measurements. One is to measure the power, another is to measure the SWR for three different ports. I will show you the measurement procedure for just one T junction, just for illustration purpose, and I will show you both type of measurement, that means the power measurement and the VSWR measurement, how we can measure it. Then I will provide the data. For the measurement of scattering matrix for T junctions, we are using this setup. This is the gun diode mount. Next we have the isolator. Then we have the attenuator. Next we have the frequency meter. We have slotted section waveguide with sliding probe, sliding cartridge. This is the magic T, and we have connected port 3 right now, port 3 with the input side, and all the other ports must be match terminated. So two match terminations are needed to terminate these two ports, 1 and 2 port. And we are using this VSWR meter to measure the VSWR. So we will get that reading directly. Okay. Now what we have to do, first of all, once we switch on the gun diode, we have to we need little bit adjustment of these two things. Then we have to adjust this probe, this stub So if you change this position, you can see that this one is changing, right? So you adjust it for maximum value. So we have to maximize this. Okay. Now to measure the VSWR right now, so this one is port 3 as is used as load. What you have to do, you go to the maxima first, adjust either these two or this one. You slide this probe, right? You are sliding this probe to the maximum position. So this is the maximum. This is the maximum position. Okay. Now bring it to first bring it to SWR equal to 1. Then change the position of the carriage to make it minimum. See, it is increasing. So you set the position at a particular point, you will see it is a minimum. Now take the reading of the upper scale, this one. So it is 3.5. Okay. This one is the SWR1. We have set the maxima at 1. Then we came to minima position, and it is showing that it is 3.5. Okay. So for port 3 right now it is showing SWR is 3.5. So this is how we can measure the SWR. Now if you want to measure the port 1 and port 2, what we have to do? We have to connect this port here, and we have to connect all the other ports match terminated, and then we have to repeat this procedure, okay, for all the other ports, right? So just connect the match termination to other two ports and measure the VSWR using this VSWR meter. Okay, so this is how we can measure the VSWR, and from that we can calculate the deflection coefficient, and from that we can calculate the diagonal element for the S matrix. Now we are going to measure the non-diagonal element. Let me show you how to measure it. To measure the non-diagonal elements, we don't require this throttle section, and we don't require this VSWR meter, though VSWR meter can also be used, but right now we are not going to measure with the help of VSWR meter. We are using this multimeter as our power measurement device. So this is the setup now. We have to measure the power at each port, right? So first of all, if we set port 3 as input port, how we can measure the input port? So we have to connect the detector directly at the output port of this bench. Okay, say this power is nearly 30, 29 point something or 30, right? Now what we have to do, we will disconnect this detector and we will connect this port 3 right here. Okay, so now this amount of power will go inside this port 3. Then we connect, if we want to measure the power at this port, we will connect this detector right here, and the other port will be match terminated. Okay, so let me show you. So now we are measuring the power when port 3 is input port and say port 1 is output port, right? So we have to connect the detector at say port 1, and the other port, port 2, must be mass terminated, and port 3 is connected to the output part of the bench, right? So this reading will show us the output power at this particular port. Now if we want to measure the power at this port, in that case we have to disconnect this particular device component, and we have to connect it here, and we have to replace this one here. Okay, so this is how we can measure the power at different ports. So if we want to measure the power when the input is say this one, we have to connect it here, and any one port will be connected with this one, and other port will be connected with this one. So in this way, for 3 different ports, we can measure all the powers. One port will be the input port, and other 2 ports will be the output port. And the power that we are going to measure at a particular output port, this particular detector component will be connected right here, and the other port will be connected with the mass termination. The same is true for the E-plane T as well as magic T. So if we want to measure the power when port 1, say this port 1 is input port, so you have to connect it in this way, right here. You have to connect it in this way at this port, and the other two other ports, say this port and that port, we have to connect 2 mass terminations, and we can measure the power at this particular port, say port 2. Similarly, we can measure the power at port 3 if we connect this detector right here, and we have to terminate the other 2 ports with mass termination. So this is how we can measure the non-diagonal element reading for, we can measure the power for the determination of non-diagonal element of this type of the S matrix of this type of T junctions. Okay. So this is the complete setup, and you must mention the potential of the gun diode, gun bias, right?